Week 1 is in the books, football fans, and it's been a great week. Some of us got a great start to the season. Some of us, well, we're looking forward to week number 2. Nonetheless, it's been a lot of fun, but it did get started off to a rather auspicious beginning. Some of you may have experienced when you were checking your scores in those early games to see what was happening live. The ESPN app and the website didn't quite work. In the meantime, the scores have been validated and verified, so everything is good to go. But there was a brief moment in time where things went a little haywire. Here are some clips from people around the league, and around the world actually, trying to check their scores.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Wow. I don't think that phone's going to work anymore.
Millie's my favourite. Look how calm she is as well.
Woo! Man, that might have been the same facial expression you had when the website started working again, checking out how your teams did. Some teams did well in week 1, some didn't do so well, some are looking forward to the rest of the season. Let's take a look at some of the highlights and news from week number 1. The first, we're going to look at the match of the week. This was the matchup with the narrowest margin of victory, and that goes to Wes with the Broad Street Bullies over myself. 128.9 to 111.5. Also to note too that there were a lot of matches with a very wide margin of victory, or a wide margin of defeat, depending on how you look at it. So hopefully that'll turn around this week. We'll see what happens. But the match of the week, congratulations to Wes. Next, we're going to look at the biggest regret of the week. Who made the decision to start or sit somebody that impacted them the most? That dubious distinction goes to yours truly. Indeed, I could have started Will Fuller, who scored 21.7 points, but instead I went with Tyler Lockett, who only scored 4.7 points. That differential of 17 would have netted the commissioner the victory of week number 1, but instead I wallow in pain and suffering. Speaking of pain and suffering, we're going to look at our dishonorable mention of the week. This is the team that did the worst out of everybody, and it goes to Team Turbo. Sorry, Chris, that one goes to you with only 84.4 points this week. And to help you feel a little bit better, we've gotten you some burn ointment so you can cure the burn, because you're going to feel that one in the morning. Next, we're going to look at the team of the week, the team that scored the most amount of points overall. These is good news. You want to see your names here. In third place this week, we had Return of the Geordie with 155.7. Congratulations to Kyle. Next is Team Boyko. That's Zach, 161.7. And the winner for Team of the Week for week number 1, it is Julio with Team Llama. Nearly 20 points ahead of the field with 181.5. So congratulations to Julio. Week number 1 is our champion and received his weekly prize. Some news and updates too. The waiver wire is open, so make your claims here tonight on Tuesday. The players will be available on Wednesday. And of course, free agency starts then too. So any players you want, pick them up. And don't forget, they go straight to your bench. So if you do want them to start on Thursday, make sure that you go ahead and you start them and move them to those positions. Trading block is open as well too. Any players that want to start a trade, feel free to go ahead and do that. And also, when it comes to payments for the week, I will go ahead and try to match the same way that you paid me. Or if there's a different way that you'd like, let me know. Again, we can do Venmo, PayPal, or cash if you're here in the office locally. So whichever is good for you is good for me. Just let me know. So looking ahead to week number 2, let's take a look at the power rankings. These are based off of past performance as well as future projected performance and also any injuries on the team. Taking the lead is Team Boyko, and also the Miami Raiders are making a showing, and the previous champ, Anthony, the White Walkers, are showing up in third. So let's see if those rankings do come true in week number 2. I think that rhymed, actually. And the matchup of the week for week number 2, it's actually going to be Team Boyko versus the Broad Street Bullies. It's the only matchup of the week with 1-0 teams. So one team will go to 2-0, the other team will start at 500. So all eyes are on your squads coming up next week. So that's it from me from the Commish. Hope you had a great week. Don't forget to set your lineups by Thursday. Any questions, of course, let me know. Thanks so much. Have a good one, and catch you soon.